dan el asilo, no puede llegar con visión, porque cada día la pierdo, cada día yo pasé y sé que no me queda tiempo.
The Cuban woman you just heard from waiting to enter the U.S., and she's desperate to get into our country because of a medical condition.
Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez explains the policy that could let her see her family one last time.
In late July of last year, migrants seeking asylum at our border began to be processed under the Migrant Protection Protocol, or MPP. That's when Customs and Border Protection started sending them back to Mexico to await their asylum hearings there. Some exceptions apply, but just who is exempted from MPP is up to a CBP policy and discretion by the port director.
No veo, nada más que veo la silueta porque es algo, veo todo negro. De momento puedo quedar ciega.
Living in a world of haze and shadows is leaving Yodalis Mendoza feeling desperate. In this plastic zipper bag, she carries her last hope.
Mi nieto, mi nieta, y esta la hice para mí.
Mendoza carries mementos of her children and grandchildren now in Florida. A disease is rapidly claiming her sight.
Toxoplasmosis. It's a parasite that pretty much has eaten away her retina in her right eye and is now eating up the retina in her left eye.
Immigration attorney Charlene de Cruz is representing Mendoza, who is seeking asylum. Mendoza was first diagnosed in Cuba with the disease, but she says she had to leave before she could get treatment. Like thousands of migrants who arrived in Matamoros, she was placed on MPP. De Cruz says the disability should exempt her, as it has other clients. Each one required multiple trips to CBP at the bridge.
I had to make 3 trips for a deaf person, 4 trips for a little girl with a fistula. So I'm not completely surprised by their reaction.
4 times, including once today, De Cruz asked CBP to exempt Mendoza from MPP. CBP denied the request each time. The agency sent us a statement saying they cannot comment on individual cases, but they did say vulnerable populations may be excluded on a case-by-case basis. Agency policy issued January 2019 says immigrants with, quote, known physical mental health issues are not amenable or eligible to be placed in MPP. According to De Cruz, CBP officials offered another alternative.
On Saturday, I was told, we're happy to push her court date further out so she can go travel around Mexico getting care.
Multiple visits to local doctors and a hospital in Tamaulipas confirm the care she needs is not available there. Without relatives in Mexico and with friends who work during the week, moving around is challenging for Mendoza.
Les dije que no podía andar en la calle sola, que tenía miedo, que ya yo me había montado en un taxi y me había desorientado.
Mendoza knit these purses for her grandchildren in April. The disease has progressed so quickly that by now, she can hardly see these gifts she initially made for Mother's Day. Time is running out. Mendoza is hoping CBP gives her a chance to at least see her family one last time.
Antes de quedarme ciega, pueden ver a mis hijos y conocer a mi nieto.
Mendoza leaves the office holding the hand of a Cuban friend. They board a public bus emblazoned with St. Jude, the patron saint of desperate cases and lost causes. The next day, they'll be back to try again. They did try again today. CBP denied their claim, sent them away, and then called them back. While they were at the bridge for the second time, Mendoza, who is also epileptic, started shaking. Her attorney says she got heart pains and was sent to emergency care here in the U.S. She received this scare before, and she was sent back to Mexico those previous times. Her attorney told us minutes ago that's exactly what happened today. They're reaching out to lawmakers hoping this decision doesn't stay.